after you begin working with the whole nine, you begin to, well, this collective began to make a buzz in the city as producers, you know, starting to get, you know, recognition as far as like being good producers. Was this the time that I guess Chaka Zulu caught wind of you guys, or was this before that?
Okay, so when we did Everybody in the Club Up, because a lot of people could get that confused because Nina Pop got so big, but Everybody in the Club Up was the actual song that we did that the deal was gotten for, like the MCA Records deal that they did at the time.
Gotcha.
So when we did Everybody in the Club Up, that spanned from me doing like 15 other records. I know Tar Boy was on the project. He had the record, Come Here Dirty, Let Me Holler at You. So it was me, Tar, and that was pretty much it, but I pretty much did the bulk of the album. So, so from that particular point, once they got a deal from Everybody in the Club Up, you know what I'm saying, growing big, that's when I got a call from this A&R named Salim. Now anybody in St. Louis know who Salim is. He was an A&R at Def Jam that was like calling everybody. He was scouting all the groups in the city at that time. And he actually even scouted us as Out of Order at one time. It just, things didn't pan out. But from that situation, I grew a relationship with Salim, and we just stayed cool. So he would always call, check on me. We would always talk. So when he caught wind of the deal that Chaos and Chemo got, he reached out to me and was like, do you have a manager? And I'm like, nah, I ain't got no manager. And he was like, well, I know this guy named Chaka Zulu over at DTP that's really good at managing producers. They got a nice squad over there. He may be interested in what y'all doing. So he basically, you know, introduced us to Chaka. Chaka asked us to send all the music and stuff we had, and the rest was history. You know, he liked what we was doing. It was like, I want to work with y'all. And that's how we got with Chaka and Jeff, which was Ebony Sun Management, DTP. Yeah.
I would say initially I had a relationship as they were your manager. That Chaka was your manager as far as when y'all first introduction with the DTP family.
Yeah. So prior to Chaka Zulu, we didn't have a manager. I didn't have a manager when I was solo with Chaos and Chemo, and you know, we didn't have a manager like prior, even I think kind of borderline on the Nina Pop stage, because right around the time when the Nina Pop came is when we was kind of in the talks with Chaka. But me and Zoe was just kind of doing everything ourselves before that, and then that's when everything opened up with Chaka and DTP.
Gotcha. And also during this time, T Love, he had a group himself. At the time, it was called Three Strikes. Yeah,
so Love had the group Three Strikes, which was Chingy, I believe, Tega, and Ahmad, which is Ali, little brother. And Love was managing them. They was actually on tour with Love. And, you know, Love had caught wind that we had the situation with DTP. And I had knew Lil Howard anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because when I was in Out of Order, we had kind of like, you know, crossed paths with him being in the group without warning. So we all knew each other around the St. Louis scene. So when Love caught wind of the DTP situation, he was like, you know, I got these guys I want y'all to, you know, work with, and we going to get a demo together and shop them. And I think at that time they was on tour with the Lunatics. Yeah.
I seen Chingy talk about that in his Vlad TV interview.
Yeah.
Saying he opened up, you know, at the time for the Lunatics in LA.
Yeah. That was accurate. Yeah.